This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube and again. This is not it. I just find it very funny to see Hulk Hogan
It ain't about
this messed
East
up.
Coast, it ain't about West Coast. It's about who's got the biggest toast.
Hey,
By the way, in his Gawker documentary that is very boring overall, but where he said Hulk Hogan was about having a full head of hair on the stand while wearing a bandana. One of the funny things that they discuss while he's on the stand during that Gawker trial was he's questioned if his toast, what he's talking about there, is actually 10 inches, which he allegedly has said on a Bubba the Love Sponge radio show. But apparently he said he was talking about the character Hulk Hogan, not Terry Bollea. So I guess when he's in the character Hulk Hogan, he's more endowed than when he is just Terry Bollea. But yeah, that whole Gawker stuff with the N word is still coming back to haunt him. But that has nothing to do with other than him being drunk, allegedly throwing beers into the crowd. There's no confirmation it was him that actually hit this woman, but an Akron, Ohio woman is suing Hulk Hogan and his Real American Beer Company for an incident that happened on August 19th, 2024, where Michelle Hatukazwicks, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong, says that Hogan was throwing beer into the crowd and she was hit and had to get 10 stitches to close up her wound and got permanent scarring. This happened at the Thirsty Cowboys bar. And no one's doubting that Hogan and the event organizers were throwing beer into the crowd that night, according to reports. However, police were called. They did not press any charges because it wasn't certain who threw the beer. And I don't think there's any video evidence of Hogan actually throwing the beer that hit her. So that's going to be a difficult one to prove. I mean, there could be a case that there was. I mean, this is clearly a case. Anyone can file a case about anything, but they were being negligent, just throwing beers into a crowd of people, and some of the people throwing the beers may or may not have had beer themselves. So that always presents issues. So we'll see how that plays out. The bar owners are also being sued, along with Hogan and Real American Beer. TNA has hired a new president, Carlos Silva from Anthem. The other executive was also kind of an unknown guy like Carlos Silva, more of an executive, not involved in wrestling after the massive flop that Scott D'Amore was financially to TNA. Josh Matthews and Christy Hemme have also been released by TNA. Josh Matthews, I never thought he was really any good. A tough enough guy that I guess was a hanger on in TNA a long time. Christy Hemme, I wasn't even aware she was still part of TNA. So no big losses there. Of course, WWE and TNA are working very closely together now, and they've actually announced a multi-year deal. A lot of people believe they will eventually buy the company